We're back with this Thursday edition of Loving Living Local. The housing market can change in a snap, affecting the way home buyers approach buying a new home. This can be difficult for anybody, especially a first-time home buyer. Kristen is here from Colorado First Time Home Buyer to help us better understand the current real estate market. Good morning.
Hi, how are
Good to see you. First
nice
time in 2025.
I know, for sure.
I know,
Glad to be here.
Randy's been taking it up, but it's time for you.
It's my turn.
So let's kind of talk about the current real estate market right now.
So right now is a really exciting time for buyers. We are starting to see this shift to a buyer's market from the seller's market that we've had for years now.
That's good though.
Yeah, so it's a really, really great time. Just in the last couple weeks, we've had interest rates drop. Yeah, a few different times. So we're actually kind of lowest rates that we've seen since end of 24. So that is a great thing. The buyer's market is a great thing. It brings a lot of advantages for buyers. So
let's talk about those advantages.
Yeah. So really right now with the market shift, we're starting to see a shift in supply and demand. So that means that there's more homes on the market right now than there are buyers.
That's good,
so
though.
For buyers, that does bring some advantages. Some of those would be lower prices. You're seeing some great deals because there isn't that demand there. There's excess inventory. So
sometimes people want to get out too.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
Like, hey,
so sellers are willing to lower the prices. You're having a lot more negotiating power since you might be the only buyer interested in that property. Maybe it's sat for a few weeks or a few months on the market. You have a lot more leverage against that seller as the buyer. Also, a lot more choices because there is so much inventory out there. So as a buyer, that means you don't have to rush. You can take your time. You don't have the stress of having to compete with a whole bunch of other people.
No, you're not wrong.
Yeah,
or
so
like you find your dream home and it just gets slapped
exactly
because someone comes in with an all cash
yeah,
offer
so
and
now,
you're like, what?
So now you can find your dream home, maybe not compete with anybody, maybe get a great deal on it. So it's awesome. Also some really great incentives. Since the sellers, are more motivated right now and there's not a lot of buyers, we're seeing things like closing costs get covered by the seller, more inspection repairs done. Sometimes home warranties are offered. So yeah, great terms, great deals for buyers.
What are we looking at cost-wise here?
Yeah, so when you buy a home, you're typically gonna have two main things that you have to pay for out-of-pocket cash at closing. So when you buy that home, you're gonna need to pay cash for your down payment and cash for your closing costs. Well, we've got some great programs. With down payment assistance, we can cover your whole down payment for you, meaning you can buy a home and have no cash out of pocket for the down payment.
But that's nice.
Yeah, now you still have closing costs, but that's what's great about this buyer's market shift is we are seeing most cases I've been able to negotiate to have the seller actually cover the closing costs for my buyers, which is incredible. So the minimum with our down payment programs is $1,000 out of pocket. So as long as you're getting your down payment covered and we're able to negotiate for the seller to cover closing costs, you can buy for $1,000.
That's incredible.
I know, which I mean, honestly, that's probably far less than you're gonna spend renting. Like,
I don't know where you can get a $1,000 rent right now.
Right, exactly. Or like just your deposit and your first and last month's rent and all that. So it's gonna cost you more upfront usually to rent. So you might actually be able to buy your own place for $1,000. So it's pretty incredible.
Well, Kristen, thank you so much for joining us. All the great details. Sounds like the real estate market is the place to be right now. 2025 looking good for you guys. If you're looking for a little bit more about the team at Colorado First Time Home Buyer, maybe give Kristen a call. Make sure you head to the website that you see on your screen or maybe give them a call like you saw earlier. We'd also like to thank Colorado First Time Home Buyer for bringing us this segment. Kristen, always a pleasure.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Yay!